Holstein and a direction in Cornwall. "This is where I'm to go." "Indeed." Mr. V had folded his hands in front of him now and looked carved from stone, yet somehow completely at ease. "I need you to gain access to his home and discover his loyalties." She tucked the direction into her handbag, working hard not to let her puzzlement show. "Need I remind you of my expertise, sir? I am no mind reader. I get things." "And the thing I need just now is information. Are you telling me I've hired the wrong girl?" Her shoulders edged back. He paid well, she reminded herself, and promptly. "It's simply not where my experience lies. I'm a thief, not a spy. You'll need to tell me what exactly I'm looking for." With a nod, Mr. V slid a step closer, no doubt so he could speak in a whisper. "Mr. Holstein has the ear of the king. Certain parties are most eager to ascertain whether he is filling those ears with ideas for or against Germany." Which parties were eager? English ones or German ones? But she didn't ask, just nodded. "So you need documents?" "Hard evidence proving him a traitor to England. We cannot move without hard evidence, you understand?" There then, a physical thing. Papers, letters, telegrams, perhaps. Things. She could deal with things. Right. "They could be in German. You read it, I understand. That is why I've come to you." The hair on the back of her neck stood up. How would he have known that? How could he have? She'd only learned it to complete that museum job 3 years ago. Had he somehow been behind that one too, and she'd not known it? If so, he hadn't paid as well as he had been lately. And she couldn't afford to ask such questions. Certainly couldn't afford to mention the missing manuscript from the British Museum. If he didn't know, it would be a fool thing to tell him. It still ranked as the biggest job she had ever pulled off. Well, she and Barclay. She simply nodded in response to his question. "I apparently have a bit of a knack for languages. It won't be a problem. How long have I?" Mr. V nodded as well. "You should plan on going to Cornwall within the fortnight. Take however long you need. But be aware that if war is declared, we must act quickly. When that eventuality comes to pass, you will have but days to get me the documents. Send them to the same direction you did last time." He held out a second envelope. "You will need appropriate clothing, no doubt, and perhaps other supplies. Contact me for anything you require." She took the second envelope and opened it. Her eyes bulged. £100. Twice what most people made in a year. Twice what he'd paid her for the last job. "You're paying me up front?" "That, my dear, is just a down payment. Pull this off and there will be another 900 coming." 9? £1,000. She'd never dealt with a number that large with so many zeros. The things the family could do with that much. She swallowed, nodded. Mr. V took a step back, where the shadows cloaked him again. "A good faith deposit, Miss Gresham, assuring us both of continued partnership in the future. I have many more tasks for you after this one, if you can pull this off." More coming. Tamping down a smile, Rosemary turned. No farewell, no more questions. She knew better. When someone hired her, it was because they needed her particular set of skills, which meant they lacked them on their own. He wasn't the one to help her think of how to accomplish the task, but she knew who would. Though she listened for